A Chicago police officer fired at least one shot after being hit by a car fleeing the scene of a burglary on the city's northwest side.
CBS News Chicago investigator Megan DeMar joins us live from Addison Mall, where the burglars drove a car into one of the businesses. Megan?
Right, and we're told as one of those suspects was driving away, they hit a Chicago police officer who fortunately was not seriously injured. But because that officer fired a shot, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability has started a full investigation.
I just serendipitously was driving by to meet with another tenant and saw the police and the tape, and I drove in.
Property manager Edward Dushman tells me he believes this is the fourth time that this GameStop has been hit. Concerned and frustrated, he told me he received an email from the business this morning saying they're going to close up shop.
It's an easy product to sell. So, you have a stolen car, you ram it, you have another car to dump the merchandise in, and then they sell it. So GameStop is effectively, deciding whether they're even going to stay in Chicago at all.
Just before 4:30 this morning, Chicago police officers saw multiple armed people breaking into this GameStop in the 2900 block of West Addison Street. It appears a car had rammed through the front. Police said the suspects got into a white car and a red SUV and sped away from the scene, hitting an officer in the process. That officer then opened fire. CPD said there were no reports of anyone being hit by the gunfire, but because a shot was fired, there will be a comprehensive use of force investigation. The officer was hurt, but CPD said the injuries were not life-threatening.
The Chicago Police Department, like many, has some very specific regulations about shooting at cars.
Police use of force expert David Harris tells me we'd need to know if the car still posed a serious threat to the officer when the shot or shots were fired to determine if it was justified.
We're careful about shooting at cars in a way that we did not used to be because of the number of times shooting in a car hit a person who was not involved in any crime, did not pose a threat, or the driver was struck and then the uncontrolled vehicle did more damage or even hurt somebody.
Police chased the suspects south on Addison until they were struck by a different civilian car, CPD said. Fortunately, no one was injured in that crash. Shoppers in the area tell me they were glad no one was hurt, but they're fed up with these types of brazen burglaries in their neighborhood.
We're grateful for GameStop employees were not present when it happened so that none of those people were injured, but there have been so many of these lately, even with insurance. This is a huge hit to have to keep replacing your glass, replace your registers, and that's what depresses the neighborhood, because it is a really great neighborhood.
And the suspects continued to flee after that chase ended, and at last check, no one was in custody. That officer involved has been placed on routine 30-day administrative leave. For now, live in Avondale, Megan DeMar, CBS News Chicago, investigators.
Megan, thank you.